Hello, scholars and musicians! As we start learning longer and more advanced songs, the way that I've been showing you where to put your fingers is going to get harder to follow. So, we're going to have to learn how the pros learn their music through tablature. They look like this. Wow, that looks complicated, doesn't it? In this video, I'm going to break down how to read tablature and why learning it will make your song learning journey more simple, even though it might not seem like it right now. The way I've been showing you has been like this. I tell you what frets to play on a single string. This is the first 7 notes of Ode to Joy. This feels simple enough. But what about when we have to use more than one string? Now I would have to tell you which string to play as well as what fret to put your finger on. This is the string and fret numbers you'd have to use in order to play Happy Birthday. But this is a lot of words and numbers in a small space, and it can get confusing pretty fast. How can we make this simpler? Tablature, or tabs for short, is a more visual way of showing what strings and frets should be used without having to spell out every single note. For the ukulele, there are 4 lines, 1 for each string. From top to bottom, the strings go in order from 1 to 4. For my tutorials, these strings will be labeled so it's clear, but the tabs you find on the internet or on books won't be. Here, you'll see 5 zeros on the top line, the first string. What do these mean? 2 things. Every number you see represents 1 pluck. In this example, you will pluck just the first string 5 times without any fingers on the frets. The 0 represents an open string. So, a 0 means to play the open string with no fingers on the frets. But what about numbers other than 0? Those are the fret numbers where you put your fingers to change the pitch of the string, similar to how I've been showing you in previous lessons. Here, you're still plucking just the first string, but with each pluck, the pitch changes. I'd start with my finger on the 4th fret, then the 2nd, then the open string, then the 2nd again, and then the 4th again. What song does this play? Now, we're looking at playing something across all 6 strings. This tab is telling us to pluck our first string once, followed by the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, once each. How do I know this? Well, you have to read the numbers in order from left to right. What about when the tab looks like this? What order do I play? First, I'll show you a common mistake I've seen musicians encounter. Playing from left to right, 1 string at a time, top to bottom. That is incorrect. Here's why. You have to read all the lines at once, from left to right, instead of separately. Imagine there being a vertical line dragged across the tab. The order of notes you play is the order in which that vertical line hits the numbers. Does this melody sound familiar? In the next few slides, you'll see some familiar songs we've covered in class, but shown in tablature form. Let's see how well you can follow along.